Hi everyone, it is Godless. I'm editing and putting this part of the video to the start just before, so you can see what you are going to play with. So I quickly buff myself, drink potion, put this up, and this is the stats. We can start to video now. I'm so sorry for editing, but I just forgot that, and I realize that I didn't show my fully buffed stats, and that's why I recorded this part of the video, and we can start to the video now. Hello everyone, this is Godless Captive. Today I'm gonna be showing you my Templar healer for PvE endgame, for trials and etc. like the dungeons, VDSA if you're running with the healer in DSA, Dragon Star Arena. And this is pretty much cool character setup, and I believe you will like this one. And for those who wondering where I'm here, I'm in top left on Vardenfell. This place is sick, man. This place is so nice. I like it. Um, so we start. I'm not gonna record one and a half hour like I did last time with my DK Dragon Knight tank video, but it is gonna be short, not too long, since nothing changed much for the healer. And as you know, I'm not playing with my healer for a while, but I still like it. So I believe if you wanna play as healer, you will like this as well. And we start with the stats. First, my Stone is Atrona, and I'm running Max Health, Max Magic, and Magic Recovery food. You can get right now, actually, if you are lucky, from the Plunder Schools. This is good food, and I am stage 4 Vampire. Maybe you can reduce it if you are going to Halls of Fabrication, but I don't think it's a big problem. Maybe you can reduce it, it will be better, so you can stay alive. I put 64 to magic, and I have 14k health. Maybe you will think 14k health isn't enough, but actually it is gonna be go up. I don't know, so I didn't put any skill points or something like that right now. I have 34.7k max magic, 2.1k magic recovery, and 1.5k spell damage without spell damage potion, and 7.5k spell and physical resistances, but I don't have any skill point right now, so I will show the stats when I put the skill points. My race is Argonian. As you can see, it also swims fast. It swims fast like crazy. I don't know if you swimming in the trials, but the sets first. I wanna talk about the potion and the sets. So I'm using spell damage, spell crit, and magic recovery potion. You can craft with bugloss, no, yeah, Lady Smoke, Cornflower, and Water Hyacinth. You can craft this potion, and I'm running it. But in Vmol, or if there's a Magic DK running Molten Weapon, I don't use it, so I just stick with the shit normal potions. It is still good because you're already getting spell damage from the Magic DK buff. And the health, why the health is so low? Because you also you have to consider like getting Ebon from the tank, you know. So you will get approximately 1.5k more health because of the Ebon from the tank, and you'll be fine as long as you put your shield up. It will be fine. So the sets, my front bar Master Restoration stuff, it drops from Veteran Dragonstar Arena. When you use Healing Springs, it will restore 335 stamina to allies and 1.3k max magic. And I use Infused, it increased the glyph on it and it is so nice. On my back bar, as you can see, oh yeah, this is the Dragonstar healing stuff. This one is the Dragonstar healing stuff. It has a little strange glyph and animation on it, as you can see. And this is the back bar, as usual, VMA restoration stuff. So it is also infused, so I get more benefit when I crit heal, and also it increase my spell crit as well. I get 626 magic to you when it critically heals the target every 4 seconds. Regeneration is rapid regen or mutagen, I don't know which more of you are using. So helmet and shoulder, all of them are also divines. Yeah, helmet and shoulder is worm. This is a flex spot. I'll talk about this later. So the main set that you have to use is Spell Power Cure. It drops from White Gold Tower. It's divines and max magic glyph on it. All of them has max magic glyph, and all of them is divines as well. 2 piece 1000 magic, 3 piece 1000 magic, 4 piece 129 spell damage. When you heal a friendly target that is at 100% health, you have a 50% chance to increase their weapon and spell damage by 258 for 10 seconds. So since you are healing million of times and the heal over times on your allies, they will get the spell damage. It is up to 6 people, it has a cap. This is why we have 2 spell power cure in a group, so 6 by 6 everyone can get benefit from spell power cure. And this is not that hard to farm the set. So I'm running spell power cure on my chest, waist, hands, leg and the feet. All of them is divines and max magic glyph on it. And the chest also divines and max magic glyph. And the other set that one of the healers need to run, which is worm, drops from cryptophytes, or I'm not really sure about this. I don't know where it drops. Yeah, I'm not sure about this, but maybe it drops from the cryptophytes or something like that. I can't remember. Eben drops from cryptophytes. Actually, I don't know. I'm not sure about the worm. You can check Google or something like that. That where it drops. 129 spell damage, 1000 magic, 129 magic recovery. Reduces the cost of your magic abilities by 4% for you and up to 11 other group members within 28 meters of you. So this is very good to use, and it is good because you have a lot of magic DD also in your group, and this is nice for you, for your healers, for your other healer friend, and this is good for the tanks, so it is a must-have as healer. I run it in helmet, shoulder and the jewelry. So you can get legendary rings or necklaces from PvP vendor starting from Friday until Sunday night or something like that. If you are lucky, you can get it from PvP zero deal vendor, and this is how I got. I have magic recovery on all of them because magic, as you know, like this is good to use. I also tested reduce cost of spells and abilities by 200 blah 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 thing. I also tested, but I feel getting your magic back is better than reducing the cost of your abilities, so you can sustain more. Like in PvP, you can think like in PvP. All of them is arcane, increase max magic 870, and I used Kuta on it. It gave you 169 magic recovery, all of them. And this is nice. So the other thing is, the point that I'm trying to say, if you are using Worm, you have to be a healer that healing the group members, which is DPS mostly. And if you running this set, let me equip, yeah. If you're running Mending, it is also Divines and Max Magic, as you can see. Shoulder, Helmet, Mending. It drops from Eternal Archive. It gave you 129 magic recovery, 1000 max magic, 2% healing done. When you use an AoE heal ability, you reduce the weapon damage of all enemies within 10 meters of you by 430 for 3 seconds. So the key is, if you have Worm, you have to stay close to your DPS. Like for example in VMall, think about VMall, Veteran Mao, Florkai, final boss, you fighting against Rakat, and you have Worm, so you can kite the meteor as a healer. So DPS don't need to kite the meteor. Actually, one of them has to, but the healer with the Worm can kite as well. So he can also heal the group members from the range, and the other healer that's running Mending need to stay close to the boss, and he or she need to heal the tank. So why? The thing is, Mending has 10 meters range, so you have to stay close to the boss, and when you heal, you reduce the damage of the boss and the ad deals, and this is why the Mending healer need to stay close to the bosses. So worm healer can heals on range. So he can just stay behind the DPS. He can or she can put the combat prayer on because it is so easy from the behind healing. As long as your team stack, not like Headless Chicken. If they run around, this is gonna be hard, of course, for the healer. And this is the thing. And the spell power cure is must have. One of the healers need to use Mending, and one of the healers need to use Worm. So this is the sets that I'm running basically, and in some cases one DPS can run infallible. So you have constant 8% damage taken thingy, but I don't know, I don't think it is necessary as long as you have off balance on the boss, because you have a lot of magic sorcerer maybe, so you can it can proc the off balance the whole time because of the elemental blockade with the lightning staff, so they doesn't stack with the infallible eater. Or you can use infallible eater as a healer, and the other healer can run Worm in Ethereum Archive first 3 bosses, because you cannot off balance the guy. I think first 2 bosses if I'm not mistaken, because you cannot off balance them with the elemental blockade, so you need infallible eater. This is the other thing. And basically this is the sets that I'm running. I mostly use Worm because I prefer Worm, I don't know why. I love Worm more than the Mending. I love range heal, and yeah, also those bubbles activating when you equip 5-piece Worm. You don't have to use monster set or something like that, and you get more benefits by using Dragon Star and Milestone weapons. All of them is infused though. it is better to use it instead of using like spell power cure stuffs. I prefer DSA to give stamina and get max magic and making crit heals, getting more spell crit, and getting magic because of my crit heals. It is good to use those special weapons. So oh my god, that grass on my face. So champion point. The green one. After this I'm gonna explain the skills so you can actually see what I'm using. I just resetted all my skill points. There is no skill on my bars. So the champion point on Thief. Warlords reduce the cost of break free by 9%, and this is good because you get a lot of stun in halls of fabrication sometimes, so it is good to use break free. And tenacity 100 increase the magic and stamina your fully charged heavy attacks restore by 15%, which is nice, and you can do like heavy attack like this and you can get a lot of crazy amount of Magicka back. So the other thing is Arcanist increase your magic recovery by 15%, which is also nice. Nothing in here, no shadow or tumbling or healthy mooncuff, nothing. And on the red one I have 28 Bastion, increase the effectiveness of your damage shields by 12%, which is our harness Magicka. And I have 62 Ironclad, reduce your damage taken against direct damage attacks by 21%. It is good to reduce the direct damage on you so you don't get one shot. The other thing is Thick Skin, reduce your damage taken from damage over time effects by approximately 13%, as you can see. And this 100 points, it depends what you running. Like if you running Hellra, you can put like 40 to hardy, 60 to elemental defender, so you can reduce the elemental damages. But I'm mostly using elemental defender in everything because tanks has the aggro, so you are not getting physical damage. Tanks getting the aggro and they took the damage, the physical damage they take it. So the only thing you can get as damage is elemental damages like range or some other things. You get mostly elemental damage. But if you struggle with Hellra, you can put 40 to hardy, 60 to elemental defender, or 60 to hardy or 40 to elemental defender. It's totally up to you, but I don't. I'm good with that. So I always put 40 to hardy, 60 to elemental defender just in case, because I'm not getting much physical or poison and disease damages. In blue one, as usual, I have 100 blast, increase your healing done by 15%, and 100 to elf burn, increase the damage and healing of your critical strikes with magic abilities by 25%, so you can crit heal more. When you crit heal, it heals more. This is so cool. And we get spell precision, increase I'm sorry. Let me drink my water. I talk too much. The thing when you put 30 to this skill tree, champion point tree, you get spell crit more, 12% more. It is also nice. And I have staff expert 20. Rest of them goes to staff expert, not to master at arms or any other thing, or elemental expert, because you are not doing damage. You don't have any flame frost shock or magic damage on your character. And you are healing, yeah. And you using heavy or light attack to get your magic back. Actually, heavy attack, not the light attack. So increase your damage done with light and heavy attacks for destruction and restoration staffs by 13%. So you get more damage, a little bit. It is not gonna do damage on the boss, but you know, better than nothing, because there's nothing that you can put 20 to somewhere useful. This is the champion points, and we go into the skills now. So here we are with the skills. So there's some different things that you can use. Of course, we're gonna start with restoring light, rush ceremony. This is cone, and it has 28-meter radius. Beacon your inner light, healing yourself or a wounded ally in front of you for 9000 health. So one of the morphs is saying honor the dead, refunds part of the ability's cost when used to heal an injured target. This is still cone, and breath of life also cone, but it heals one more people, and if they are front of you it heal more, so we take breath of life. Also heals one other injured target for 4.5k health. I put it into my R1 to my main bar, which is Dragon Star stuff, as you can see. So the thing is, with the breath of life, when you use it, it heals two people. It doesn't matter, it can heal you, it can heal other two people instead of you. But for example, there's a guy front of you in a low health, and there's a guy behind you in a low health. So you are looking at this way. When you put breath of life, the big heal goes to your front, and probably actually I didn't check which heal is going to who, but I think like it says it is going to front of you. Yeah, the first one is going to front of you. Yeah, the big heal yeah, I'm okay. I'm just confused in here. The big one goes front of you, and the half of the healing goes to your behind, even if you are not looking at it. You don't have to look at him to heal him. Yeah, it is con, but it heals two people. So for example, there's a two people behind me in here. There's a two people behind me, and I'm not even looking at them yet. I use it, breath of life. I use breath of life. The big heal will come to me, and the second heal will will go to my behind. My dad came, so he's saying something. Oh my god, I'm totally got lost. The big heal will come to me, the low heal will goes to my behind. I don't have to look at it. But the big one is always going to your front, because it says it's a con skill. And the I just wanna do like in an order. The second skill from restoration staff, the first active ability grant healing, and I'm gonna put the morph of healing springs because I get magic back, and which is good for sustain. You restore 230 magic for each friendly target hit by the initial heal, up to a maximum of 3 targets. So okay, this is gonna be on square. It is an AoE heal. It heal 1.8k without the passives or something. So this is how it looks like. This is the healing springs, and it is AoE. You're gonna mostly use that skill in trials because it heals 12 people, which is so nice, and no one can die in this. The third skill is Blessing of Protection. It is like con. it heals front of you, and one of the morphs increases the size, healing done, and the duration. The other morph is grants minor berserk, increasing you and your allies' damage done for 8%, and it gave 1.3k physical and spell instances. I'm gonna put into my L1, so it is like that. It seems like that. With the animation cancel, it seems shit though. Like this. So I get resistance and minor berserk, as you can see in the here. Minor berserk, minor resolve, minor ward. Those are the resistances. So I have 7.5k, but when I use it, it goes 8.8k for each spell and physical resistances, as you can see. So no, not to the stats. The other skill that I'm running on my back bar, also healing springs get benefits from it. So as you can see, if you see my stuff, it's bright yellow, green. You know, when I put this skill, it gave also stamina to the people, and also I'm getting stamina. As you can see on my character, I'm getting some green strange effect on her chest. So the other skill on my back bar, which give benefit to our regeneration, there's two morphs. One of them is mutagen. If you or your allies are low on health, the heal over time is consumed to heal immediately and remove a harmful effect below 20%, and it heals 5k and removes one negative effect. I don't use mutagen, I use rapid regen instead of it. It is heal over time is shorter but ticks faster and more often. It heals more in short duration because duration for the mutagen is 20 seconds, but rapid regen is 16.5 seconds, I guess. Let me see. Yeah, 16.5 seconds. And this is the skill. Actually, if there's other people, I can show exactly what it looks like, but I'm thinking you know it. So when I use it with my Mildstorm restoration stuff, I get magic back. When it's critical, you will see in a second. Yeah, I get critical and it glows blue. Yeah, like this. So I'm getting the Magicka back. Yeah, it's proc again. So every 4 seconds, definitely you gonna heal critically, and you will get the Magicka back. So there is no more good healing skill in restoration stuff, and you put the passives, healing down, additional magic, and increasing the healing by 5%, etc. So the light armor passives, magic recovery, magic cost of abilities, spell resistance, spell crit, and spell penetration. Actually, you don't need concentration, you don't need penetrate, you don't need, because you are not doing any damage. So the annulment, one of the morphs giving you restore magicka whenever you absorb spell damage, and the other morph is each piece of light armor worn increase the amount of damage absorbed. While active up to 3 times when spell damage is absorbed, you restore 1000 magic. Each piece of light armor worn increase the magic restore by 3%. As a DPS, it is good to use harness magic, but as healer, you will prefer dump and magic because it increases the damage by 3% for each light armor worn that you using. So you want dump and magic as heal, so you get more shield. you get more shield, which is nice. Why I'm not running harness magic? Of course you can get magic back with the harness. You can get spell damage on you, so you can get magic back. But you really don't need to get your magic back, because you have springs that already giving you magic. You have good recovery, like 2.6k magic recovery with the Mandalstone of the Etrona, and from the food. It is already so cool. And you also getting magic from the regeneration, like around 626 magic every 4 seconds. You really don't need to use Harness Magicka. So the other skill on our main bar is from the sport. You need PvP for it. Also, this is Purge. Cleanse yourself. Okay, let me morph it first. There's a 2 morph. If a negative effect is removed, the target is healed. You don't need to purge and heal in the same time. So you take less cost, because other one has 6.6k magic cost and this one is 4.4k. So we take efficient purge and I slot to triangle. Cleanse yourself and your group, removing 2 negative effects and reducing the duration of any further negative effects by 50% for 6 seconds. This is the purge, what looks like. So you can remove the bad effects from you, and up to 6 people you can remove the effects. You have to use it time by time, and you have to remove damage over time effects, and you have to remove the damages you and your teammates taken. It is good to use it on the main bar as well. So I told you I'm Argonian. Increase max magic 3%. When you drink potion you restore 4.6k health, magic and stamina. Increase max health and disease. Increase your healing done by 5% and healing received by 5%, which is good. Yeah, we basically hit to 15.264k health, and our magic went to 36k max magic right now. Yeah, we have progress. With Eben you will hit around 17k right now, and you need also alchemy medicinal use. When using potions, resulting effects lasts 30% longer. So let's check this out like this. Where is it? Here. Grants major sorcery, which increase your spell damage by 20% for 47.6 seconds, which is good. And you get a spell crit and magic recovery as well, as you can see in here. So the potion cooldown has 45 seconds. You get 3 seconds more benefit for it. Also you get more than 3 seconds, but extra 3 seconds. There's a passives in sport. You have to put it if you have time, and if you have the patience you can level it up to 9, so you can get 10% more magic recovery because you put purge into your main bar. Increase magic recovery by 5% for each sport ability slotted. It is gonna be 10% if you put if you get to 9. Actually I'm gonna be about 9. It is 8.5 now. You can get it. So on our back bar, our ultimate is Warhorn, aggressive Warhorn. You and your allies gain major force for a brief period after activation. I use it on my back bar and it says increase max magic, max stamina. and max health for 10% for 30 seconds. You and your allies gain major force, increasing your crit damage done by 15% for 9.5 seconds. So you have to use Warhorn as tank and as healer to give more damage every 10 seconds, and which is so nice. There's no passive ability on the assault. The second thing is, on our back bar I put the undaunted passives, but I'm too lazy to level it up, so it is kinda hard to level up. You can get more benefit from it. The skill on the triangle which I'm using in here is Energy Orb. The orb heals allies instead of damaging enemies. It heals 856, okay, let me morph it, 885 every half second to you and nearby allies. An ally near the globe can activate the healing combustion synergy, causing the orb to explode and heal for 6000. What the hell is this sound, man? I'm sorry for it. Heal for 6000 health to nearby allies, and it has 8 meters range, and restore 4000 magic or stamina to them, whichever maximum is higher. So this is why tanks running higher stamina pools, or some of them running higher Magicka pools, because it restore the highest one. So when I use it, if tanks low on magic and if it has the maximum of the magic more compared to stamina, it get magic instead of stam, which is so nice. This is the bubbles, and you can just spam, and it heals the people, which is so nice. You can just spam it, you know. This is so cool to have. The other thing is vampire. I'm always stage 4, but in Halls of Fabrication you can reduce it with double bloody Mara food also. I put 2 skill to supernatural recovery, increase your magic and stam recovery by 10%. Also maybe you can get undead, but I'm really not tanking something with my healer, so I don't need undead. I just use supernatural recovery, but of course it is gonna level up, and I just joined Vampire Club recently. I didn't level up yet. And let me see. Okay, here it is. The back bar has also cleansing ritual. One of the morph is increases the healing and also damages enemies who stand in the area of effect. It also increases damage, and it has 12-second duration, and it deals damage, but we are not damaging or some shit. Of course the good heals, but it is like not much. It only gives 268 more health every 2 seconds. This is not our healing skill. So I will take extended ritual, duration is 18 seconds. Increase the duration and the amount of harmful effects cleanse from yourself. It removes 5 effects from yourself immediately and healing you and nearby allies for 1000 health every 2 seconds for 18 seconds. Also people can use Purify Synergy when you put it, cleansing all harmful effects from themselves and healing for an additional 5000 health. The other one also has the synergy, and this is the same. It also removes all things, but when you use it, it removes 2 bad effects, 2 harmful effects, but this one is removing 5. So we take extended ritual in here because it has longer duration and it removes 5 negative effects from our character, and which is so nice, and you have to remove them time by time. And the last skill, room focus, I put it into my R1. There's a 2 thing, reduce one of the morphs is channel focus, reduce the cost, and the rune also recovers magic. The rune grants you major resolve, major ward, increasing your spell and physical resistances by 5.2k. You also recover 120 magic every half second. So 240 every second, which is not bad. But let's check this out. The rune also restoring focus morph. The rune also grants minor vitality and minor protection, increasing your healing received and reducing your damage taken. It gave you same physical and spell resistances, but it increased your healing received by 8% and reducing your damage taken by 8%, which you needed most compared to magic. So I take restoring focus in here. I get major resolve, major ward, and I get more healing, and I get less damage, like 8% less damage and 8% healing received. This is so good. So when I put my restoring focus and combat prayer, I have 16k spell resistance, 14k physical resistances. So I put it back again, and this is same on my back bar as well. 16k, 14k, this is the same, and which is good enough. You already reducing the damage from the champion points. You are not gonna die with that. So the effect stays on you even if you leave it for 8 seconds. When I go, it refresh, as you can see on my buff tracker. It refresh. When it disappear, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and gone. You can check my character as well. I put it, I got like strange things going on. It is shining, and as you can see on my character. When I go out, I still have the strange effect. It is gonna expire after 3 seconds. Yeah, it is gone now. This is pretty much it. I have the same effect. Also, it's another thing. 3, 2, 1. It expires. If you go in, you refresh. You refresh the skill again. You refresh the timer. So you don't have to stick to this place. As long as you put it once, you have 8 seconds to move. So you can put your everything to here, for example, and you are good for 8 seconds. You can just move and get the buffs to refresh if it is about to expire. So we put the passives into restoring light, increasing the heals, increasing the mending thing, and resurrection. So Edric Spear, there is like only one skill that good, which is Luminous Shard. The synergy grants additional resource. It deals a little bit damage. Restoring 4000 magic or stamina, whichever maximum is higher. They also restore an additional 2000 magic or stamina, whichever maximum is lower. So this is compared to bubbles. Bubble only give you the maximum one, the one that is higher. but the shard is giving you 4000 the higher one and 2000 to the lower one. So this is good to use on both healers, so healers can send it, and also they can send the bubbles, they can heal people. Also when people use synergy they get magic and the healing, which is good, and they get the maximum one. Like for example the DPS, for example, Magic Sorcerer has more max magic compared to stamina. So when I send it, he got heal and he got the magic. But the tank, the bubble is not good enough for the tanks. The shard is better because when you send shard, he gets stamina and magic in the same time. Because one of them is giving 4000 to the higher one and 2000 to the lowest one, which is shard is better for the tanks. You have to send the shard to the DPS and you have to use the bubbles to heal them, to give spell power cure buff, and to give the max magic or max stamina. If you are stamina, if your teammates are stamina, they get more stamina. But it is just hard to send shard to every people because you know when you send new shard, this one disappear. This is the problem. This is why I'm using bubbles and the shard in the same time. You just cannot let the DPS take. Okay, you take it. Okay, I send you new one to the other guy. Okay, you take it. I send to the other one. This is bad. But like when you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bubble, every DPS can get the synergy, you know, more quickly. It is more quicker. It is good. It is better to you have what the hell. It is better to use both of them. So basically this is the reason the bubble is good for the DPS, shard good for the tanks. This is our backbar: Luminous Shard, Bubble, Rapid Regen, Extended Ritual, Restoring Focus, and the Warhorn. You gonna use Warhorn. Main bar: Healing Springs, Efficient Purge, Dampen Magic, Combat Prayer, Breath of Life, and there is a flex spot. If you are going to Halls of Fabrication, you can use Solar Prison because it reduces the enemies damage done by 30%. You can just put the Nova and you can reduce the damage the bosses deal. Like for the trash fights, maybe you prefer Warhorn actually, but when there is something bad going on, you can put the Nova just in case. You reduce the damage the enemies deal. But honestly, I don't use Nova. I'm actually not using, but I'm just putting replenishing barrier. No. Revive. Yeah, I think it was replenish. Yeah, I put replenishing barrier. So I put replenishing barrier. I get more magic recovery on my front bar. So I'm basically have 10% more. If it was 9, this will be 9 by the way. If it was 9, I will get 20% more magic recovery, and it is also not that bad. But it is only giving shield to 6 people and about 30k damage shield, and it gave you ultimate back, but you will not use replenishing barrier. You will use Warhorn the whole time. You will use Warhorn. You coordinate the skills, you coordinate the rotation with your team, and when your turn came, you put the warhorn. I'm just checking if I'm missing any passive skill in here. Down threat, you can increase the Nova duration 30%. Casting down threat ability regenerate 3 ultimate, and casting down threat ability grants minor sorcery to you and your group. Reduce magic and stamina and ultimate cost of your abilities by 2%, 4%. There's also some flex spots. Yeah, we get spell resistance from balanced barrier. There's also some flex spots, like where there is other healer, if other healer running shard, you can remove shard from your bar. You can put power of the light instead of shard. You give minor fracture and minor breach, reducing their physical and spell resistances by 1.3k. It seems like this as well. Maybe you see it already. This is the skill. You reduce the resistances of the enemy, and this is it. This is a flex spot. Okay, I'm just gonna run away with my healer. Also there is there's another thing, but I mostly don't use that. I don't like it. I let the other healer do this all the time. If I'm healing, I'm not doing it. The thing that I'm not doing is distraction stuff on your back bar, restoration stuff on your front bar. I don't like it. And like if you're doing this, you have to use elemental drain, and it gave magic to the teammates when you put it in the enemy or into the enemy. It gave magic. So one of the healers definitely need to use elemental drain, and I always let the other healer use the elemental drain, so I have good setup for the heal. I'm making sure that I'm good with the healing. Since I'm running mostly worm, I heal the group, not the tank, and the other healer stay to the boss, and he stick with the tank, and he or she heal the tank, and he or she again put the elemental drain on the boss, and more close combat fight. This is why I'm not running elemental drain, but you can put any distraction stuff, like maybe Dragon Star, because it also give you max magic. So you can put elemental drain into the boss, because one of the healers need to use it, but I'm not the one that using elemental drain. This is my excuse, and I don't like it. I don't like it as a healer, man. So you can put those skills, passive skills, to deal a little bit damage, burning light, and restoring light here. Light armor is done. Vampire, fighter's guild. You can also use this one, so you can get more ultimate when you kill Daedra, Undead, or Werewolf. You get more ultimate. You have Undaunted, you have Warhorn, and you have Sport, Barrier, and the Purge, and Passive that gives you magic recovery, and you Argonian, you put the skills, passive skills, Alchemy passive, and this is it. This is Templar healer, and I completed VMOL, VHOF, and VAA, Veteran Helra, Veteran Sanctum Ophidia. I completed every trial with that, and this is so much fun. Also, I have some videos. You can check it in description below. I'm gonna put a link to my VMOL heal, and I'm gonna put a link into for Halls of Fabrication 4th and 5th boss, because like we switched players and I didn't heal first 3 bosses in Halls of Fabrication. Yet at least. And this role is so much fun to play. This I just like healing, and I don't know if you know, but my main character is healer, not the tank. Like most of the people know me as tank, but I'm not a tank. I burn to heal people in MMO games, you know, but recently I just far away, and I'm not playing much with my healer since people want me to tank the things. Also, I like tanking, but I love healing more than my tank. Um, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video, and give a like button. Don't forget to turn on notifications thingy so you can get notified when I upload a video. And click the subscribe button on the screen, and on your left and right you can go previous video and just one random video. Hope you guys enjoy this, and I'm gonna upload Warden healing very much soon. And thanks for watching. Take care of yourself, guys. Have fun. Bye bye.